Right, this is a quick explainer of an exercise that I've been doing to develop my blues language, and it comes from a Gene Harris phrase that I transcribed a while ago now from his amazing version of Have You Met Miss Jones, which he plays with the Ray Brown Trio. And let's have a wee listen to it just now. There you go. If you don't know the album, have a listen. It's one of the most joyful collections of music that you'll ever listen to. It's fantastic. This is the final A section of his first solo chorus on Have You Met Miss Jones. And again, if you didn't quite catch that, let's have a listen to it a bit slower this time with the transcribed version. So the sharp-eyed among you will have noticed that while Have You Met Miss Jones is normally played in F major, often played in F major, this version, the Gene Harris version we're looking at, is played in G major, which is a really nice key for good blues language, and quite a lot of what Gene Harris plays, he plays it in G because it sits really nicely under the hands. So it uses really two kind of scales, one scale on the way up and a different scale on the way down. And let's have a little look at that just now. Okay, so this uses what is variously termed the riff scale or the major blues scale, so in G, key of G. So it starts on the 5th, then the 6th, then it plays the first three notes of the major scale, but also with a minor third. That's the scale. So the first bit of his phrase is, then he plays, so the F is obviously not in the riff scale, but that's a little teaser of what's coming, and he goes all the way up to the 9th. So that's the first phrase, and that's an ascending phrase. And what he does next is coming down, and coming down, he uses the minor blues scale, which happily is just the same scale, but up a minor third. So we can think of this as the riff scale for B flat. So let's tack it onto the beginning phrase. So here's the G riff scale going up to the 9th. Now he's going to come down the minor blues scale or the B flat riff scale. There's a nice blue note for thinking in the key of G. We're leaning into the flat 5. And he comes all the way down now, landing on the minor third and then resolving. So that's the bassy thing at the end, really famous. So put it all together. Now what I like about this, it finishes on the D, and he of course puts in the nice big bomb, the 5, before he heads back to the beginning of the next chorus. But what I'm going to do instead here is use this as, oh okay, this has moved to 5th. I'm now going to play it in a new key. I'm now going to play it in D major. I'm going to miss out the start of the phrase, and I'm just going to start straight away on the D. Now, coming down is going to be using the riff scale of F. So going up the D major one, and then down the minor blues scale. Then you can can spend your whole afternoon just going round this through all the keys. So you've now ended up in A. You can see where this is going. Okay, let's get the metronome going. We're going to have it on beats 2 and 4 at 80 beats per minute. This is the slowest that my metronome goes because I've still got one of those old-fashioned metronomes. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, let's try that again. Okay, a little bit of reflection on this. I think I've got the notes kind of under my fingers with a couple of little blips, but I'm still trying to develop my feel on this, and there are two things specifically that I think I could do better to feel more bluesy and be a bit more authentic about it. So here they are. So I think coming down the scale, two things I want to improve here. So at this point coming up, I still play this like I'm playing Bach. That's not bluesy. I want to try and stretch it out as far as I can. Like really lay back into it. So that's the first thing I'm trying to work on. And the other one is doing the offbeat quavers on the very last bit. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the offbeat quavers accenting. So putting it together. There you go, that's my Gene Harris practice lick. That's a really fun way to warm up. It's quite quick to blast through it. It sounds great, really swinging, cheerful way to start your practice routine.